Guys, I am very excited about today's video because today I'm gonna be working on this XTM mammoth. So this thing's a beast and it runs pretty not good at all. It's got a new SH.28 nitro engine in there. High-tech servos, Proline tires. But anyway, so one of the springs for the clutch, broke. Just way too much power running through this big motor for the old springs to handle. So in this video, I'm gonna be removing the motor and then removing the clutch bell. Alright, so gonna remove these 4 screws right here with a 3mm drill bit. Alright, so now that that's done, this motor should just pop out. Once you unscrew this exhaust, come on, there we go. And then pop off that, take off the tubes, get a rag because it's a mess. Get all that exhaust out. So now we got that little itty bitty screw in there to remove. Alright, so I had to unscrew this screw off camera because it got stripped. But now just slide this off. Careful not to lose any bearings or washers or anything. Also, this clutches are always designed differently, so this, yep, there's my problem right there. Snapped spring. I also took off this E-clip from right here. But yeah, there's my problem right there. And then to get the rest of it off, you're just gonna unscrew this lock nut. And pop this off. This flywheel off, and there you go. Now, if you're going to keep the flywheel you've already got on there, then don't take that part off. Alright, finally, at long last, I've had the parts come. This was the tag. I don't think there's a part number on there. So, yeah, this is a clutch kit. It was like 30 bucks. Comes with the 2 ball bearings, which I don't need. A clutch bell, which I also don't need because it's a single speed clutch bell and, won't work on this. A washer, the flywheel, the 3 springs and the 3 clutch shoes, the screw, and the lock nut. So it is super simple as far as I'm concerned to install these things. You pop it on there, put the lock nut on. Okay, so just make sure that it still spins. You want it as tight as you can without stripping it out and keeping it spinning freely. So now, and then you're just going to determine which way your motor spins, because the way you install these must be the right way. So it's going to be spinning this way, which means that in order for maximum, for the clutch to work, I'm going to need to put them on this way around. So get my spring.
Okay, and then push it on there. Come on, there we go. Okay, and then it should snap back. All right, next one, you gotta have it in the same direction. Okay, so now that that's all in there, all right, so now just pop the clutch bell on, and then get this on there, and screw it in. So this isn't good, because this should be able to spin freely, like that, but this screw needs to be tight still. So, dang it. What I should do is order a new kit, but since I don't want to, what I'm gonna do is just remove one of these bearings and see if that helps. Alright, so what my problem is when I put this on, when I screw the screw all the way in, it locks up. So the way I'm going to fix that is by putting a little bit of hot glue inside of that thread, so that it prevents the screw from going all the way in, but it still keeps it tight. So like, say I put that much hot glue in there, now it won't go any farther because it's locked up, and it'll still stay tight. So I'm gonna see if that works, because I do not want to have to buy another clutch. Alright guys, the screw is now in. So now it's time to reinstall the motor.
Alright, so now I'm going to replace the steering servo. It just uses Phillips drivers. There we go. Oh man, that thing's dirty. Alright, so now you're gonna get into this receiver and unplug channel 1. Alright, I think I gotta unscrew this box to get it out. Alrighty, there's the old one.
Alright, so now we've got the new servo. This is a 25 kg metal gear, metal cased, high torque servo I found on Amazon. So real quick, sometimes these servos have issues. So I just want to plug it in and verify that it works before I start installing it. Alright, so to test the servo, let's plug it into channel 1. Turn on the radio. Turn on the receiver. Sweet. Okay. So I think I'm gonna have to change out this steering the servo horn. And as far as I'm concerned, the smaller the horn, the speedier the servo is gonna be, and the bigger the horn, the more torque it's gonna have. So I'm gonna put on this smaller horn. The kit, this servo did come with a aluminum servo horn, but that horn is long and better for more torque. And so what I'm going to do is put on the shorter one so that it'll be a little bit speedier, since the servo is already so torquey. So let me get a Phillips screwdriver. Alright, so now I'm gonna, first of all, I gotta get the servo mount real quick. And then servo is going to go in this way. Alright, now put the servo mount on. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna wire it back and into this little port right here. Right. And then gonna reinstall the box. Alright, so now that that's done, what we're going to do is plug the servo back into your desired channel. In this case, channel 1. Turn on your radio and make sure that the steering trim is centered, or whatever other trim you may be using. Turn on this. Make sure the wheels are straight. And then put on that. And then screw it onto the servo. Alright, let's see it. See how it performs. That's not bad, actually. That's actually really good. Alrighty, so now that that worked out, I'm just gonna tidy it up a little bit. Alright, so I've got everything cleaned up now. So my steering is reversed right now. So I'm just gonna take off this lid. Steering, normal. And there we go. All better. Alright, well, it's complete, so now there's only one way to test it. Let's go out, start it, tune it, and see if it runs good.